Hi, yes, so this is GH Today. It's 8 o'clock, yeah. If you're still in bed, good for you. You're chilling.
Who will be sleeping by now?
No, those who own their companies, they are home.
Listen,
And
leadership...
they're getting reports.
Getting reports?
Yeah.
Well, is that what you would do if
They
you
probably woke up
were
at
running
6
your
o'clock
own...
and did all the paperwork, and then now they're coming in,
That makes sense.
Yeah, man.
That makes sense.
Yeah, responsible company owners. Hey, this is it. This is lifestyle. Today is World Lupus Day, by the way. So shout out to all those who are battling lupus and winning big time. So, yeah. The purple stands for that, indeed.
Indeed,
including marking the day.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, okay, so listen, it is Tuesday. On Tuesdays, you know how we do it. It is Business Unlimited. And today, our guests, she says she is that self-made and taught fashion business entrepreneur. Okay, SAF4A, Mrs. Abna SAF4A Mwakujima is her name. SAF4A Designs is the collection. She's into a range of items, bags, clutches, shoes. In fact, you should see her trainers now. Okay, and we're going to be having that conversation with her, how it all started. So let me say a very big welcome to you, Mrs. Jima.
Thank you, Basil.
Good to see you.
Good to
and
see
you're
you
looking
again.
well.
Thank you.
How are the kids?
They're fine.
Good. And the husband?
He's fine.
Thank God. So, SAF4A Designs. I know, yeah, we know about it. But tell our viewers, how did it all start?
It started somewhere in 2009. I had a baby. I was a stay-at-home mom taking care of my baby, and I was kind of bored. I wanted to work. My friends were working, they're doing that, they're doing... I was like, can't I work or can't I? So luckily for me, or fortunately for me, my friend walked into my house, came to visit, and she was wearing a pair of slippers. And it was very nice. So I thought, hey, when did you travel and got the slippers? She was like, no, I got it from Kumasi. I was like, really? It was so beautiful and so neat. I was like, you made this in Kumasi? We make this in Kumasi? And she was like, yeah. So I gave her money to buy me 2, because she said it was just about 5 CDs. It was cheap and cheerful. So I was like, okay, fine, I want 2. So 10 CDs, I got 2 slippers. I took it out, someone wanted it. She took it off my feet. Then she called again and she was like, do you have another slippers? I was like, yeah. So instead of selling it for 5, I sold it for 10.
Of course.
You made some
Of course, yes, indeed.
So she was like, she came back and she was like, I need more. Like, okay, yay, I'm in business. So it was from 2 to 4, from 4 to 6, 10, 20, and I was in business.
So at this point, you were ordering from Kumasi?
From Kumasi, and I still work with that.
The person
When
you
did it
ordered from?
change?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Okay, so when did it all change? Now I know you have your own shoemakers, you have your own team in place. At what point did you decide to do this by yourself?
At the point that I started getting overwhelming orders from, they want slippers. I started with slippers, obviously, and it wasn't to even begin. It wasn't even African print. It was just the leopard skin print, and I asked him, "Can you use African print?" He was like, "Yeah, I can use it." My mom was like, "Who uses African print? It's gonna tear." No, I said, "Well, let me try it," and the feedback was awesome. And yeah, so prints matching with clutches. I got orders for clutches. I don't make clutches. How am I going to make clutches? I went looking for. Back then, it wasn't common to find bag makers.
And how many years ago is this?
7 years ago.
Okay, 2009.
Yeah, 2000. It wasn't easy to find bag makers. So fortunately, I found one guy. He was sewing school bags.
Where?
Like, Fadama.
In Accra.
In Accra.
How did you
How
get
did you
to
find
Fadama?
this guy?
Yeah, you look, you ask for people.
Okay.
Where do you know anybody who makes bags? Do you know anybody who makes? And luckily for me, I was buying stuff to make my shoes, and I saw one guy buying some stuff from, what's it called, Accra. I realized that he's buying bag stuff. He's buying things too. I was like, "Excuse me, are you a bag maker or something?" She was like, "Yeah, I make bags." I was like.
So
okay.
curiosity is good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go introduce yourself.
It
and ask
didn't
the
kill
questions.
you.
And
yeah,
I'm still in
helped.
contact with that guy as well, Paya. He's been helpful. Paya, I need help. I need someone who makes bags. He will go and get it for me. Like, sourcing workers, I leave it to Paya. He's helped me a lot.
Okay. And so the business now became from buying stuff from people and reselling. Now you're thinking of your own brand. When did SAF4A Designs enter the picture?
SAF4A Designs entered the picture when I started with African Print. Then I started designing how clutches. I started designing because I started with clutches because it was easy to make.
Listen, what's a clutch? The only clutch I know is the one you press in your car and you change gears.
So this is a clutch.
What is a clutch?
This is a clutch.
Why is it? This is a bag.
It's a clutch press.
clutch?
You can say a
Why
purse.
is it called a clutch?
It's a purse.
It's a press.
All the guys are wondering, what is this clutch business?
This is a
So
clutch.
that's it. And you can have it in different sizes, right?
So this
Exactly
is a
right.
clutch.
Yes.
It's not a purse.
It's a purse.
It's
It's
a
a
purse.
clutch.
If it's a purse, why is it also called a clutch?
Oh, Kafi. That's a new trend.
Clutch.
Yes. Not clutch. Clutch.
Okay.
Listen, and this is beautiful. I heard Kafi ask early on how he could, get one for his wife.
What is this?
How easy is that? How can we find you?
These days is about email, WhatsApp, calls, because I work from home.
Yes.
And you call, I probably send a dispatch. I'll send you pictures of what I have at home. And
But you used to have a store.
yes.
What happened?
I closed it down.
Why? Tell us. Tell us about your business. I mean,
Motherhood and economy. Everything.
how hard was it to run a store,
Yeah.
especially when you had Dumso at its height? No, you tell us.
Tell us about it.
Somebody
Aya.
is being inspired by this conversation right
It
now.
hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy at all because at a point, it was few of us in the business at a point, but then it got everywhere. If someone needs an African print bag or accessory, straight to Usu. So why should someone come all the way to North Kanishi to get it? Only the people that want good leather, good quality stuff will come to mine. And it was like, the overheads were getting overwhelming. I couldn't go to the shop because I live at Nungwa. Going to North Kanishi up and down with 2 kids. You have to come back home, cook. It was stressful.
Couldn't you have found a place closer to home, like, proximity?
Yes, soon. I
No,
probably
but
would-
it's fantastic that you're working from
from
home because then
but
it's cheaper.
It is.
You're
And
not
you
having
know-
to pay for that
and
space.
you keep your eyes on
the
what
children.
you're selling.
Okay.
Indeed.
Because what pissed me off was, excuse me to say, but I traveled to London last year. A client bought stuff wholesale, and she was like, okay, I couldn't sell all, so she returned it. And my shop girl was like, okay, I sold the stuff for her, wholesale price in the shop. How do you do that?
No, shop is a retail price.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Should be more.
Exactly.
Yeah, so she lost
so
your money.
someone will come back and be like, no, this is not the same price. I
Yeah.
got this for.
And they lose you money. What's the toughest thing about being a mompreneur? Because you are really a mom and an entrepreneur at the same time. How tough is it?
When your daughter is sick or your child is sick and you have to go to a meeting, a very important, but you have to cancel, probably involves money and all that, then obviously I'll choose my child over work any time of the day. It's not easy to let the business go. You give the person, okay, fine, I found someone else. Okay.
See, from what you're saying, I think the most important thing is spotting an opportunity
Yes.
and then taking advantage of that opportunity.
Yes.
Just a bit about your background. Do you have a fashion background?
I don't at all.
What's your background really?
I don't at all. I studied science at Ola Girls and went to Accra Poly, studied maths and statistics. But when I was growing up, yes, I loved maths. I think that's where I love the money.
I like maths too.
So
And
when
you
I
were
was,
science also? Yeah.
yeah, so when I was growing up, I used to have my own sketch pad, drawing St. Teresa's. I was in the arts class. I had the interest in arts, drawing, sketching, done. But my grandmother, are they a doctor? You have to be a doctor.
know.
You have to be a nurse. When you go to America, you have to be a nurse. It pays and all that. But I was like, okay, let me see how it goes with this woman. I tried it. Nah.
Didn't work for you.
Nah.
So I see the passion even in the way that you talk. So it's just the passion that got you to this point.
Yes. It's a
And so,
passion.
listen, I heard you talk about designing. Do you design the bags
I do.
and everything yourself?
I do. What
Okay.
happens is that I probably get I get my inspiration from probably, you know, fashion is like, you can go back to 1960s and
Indeed.
Bring
Still
things back.
bring
rocket.
things back and jazz it
Yes.
up a bit, showing,
Slay it.
you
I'm
know.
learning the terms now. Old man like me.
Good for you.
So that's fashion. It's not like technology. You can't go back for Windows 98 and come and use it.
But fashion, you can always go back and
Fashion
come back.
is
and come
always-
And that's the beauty of fashion.
Yes. So I see the design, I sketch, then I use my eyes to measure. Okay, fine. So excuse me, like probably this bit is gonna be like 13 inches. This bit is gonna be like 15. You draw. You make. Then I cut the patterns because my workers don't cut the patterns.
You cut.
I cut the
You
patterns.
cut everything.
Wow.
I
Are
cut
you training
everything.
somebody
You have to-
take over
yes.
from you one day?
Yes,
Your
I
daughter?
have. No, actually, I got this young guy. He's from Kumasi. He used to work with my ex-shoemaker. I can say ex, right? So he called me. He's been calling me. I said, you know what, come, let me take you on. So I'm taking care of him. I'm teaching him the tricks.
Wow.
And he's very
Sharp.
intelligent.
He's sharp.
Yeah. Do you, or what do I say? What informs your designs? What do you usually, kind of have in mind when you are doing all the cuttings and the drawings?
Sometimes I'd be like, who is going to hold my bag? Is this person chic? Is this person elegant? Is this person a student? Then I know how to, because an older woman won't carry it. A student will carry it because older women more or less like these bags.
I am not an older woman, but looking as a mother, I'm thinking I can use this because I can get to pack a lot of
Exactly, but you know, the
stuff
young
into
girls, you carry your bag and on you go. So I think about how you can carry the bag,
Indeed.
what colors that you'd use for the bag, because this is different.
Yeah.
This is also different.
Yeah.
Nothing for men.
Oh, Calf.
Nothing
you
for
spoke
men.
too soon.
Okay. So this is for men.
That is lovely.
All right. What's
Lovely.
this?
Can I see that?
And it's a backpack
Is
as
this
well.
what you
It's
call
a handbag.
Is it a man bag?
You see?
Oh, that's so cute.
And check out the leather.
Well, hey, not bad, man.
Oh,
Okay.
you actually got the embossment on
Of
the
course.
metal.
Yes.
SAF4A.
That's
SAF4A.
really cool.
And it's locally made.
I can see that. Listen, who constitutes
Wow.
the chunk of your market? Like, are Ghanaians gradually embracing this?
Honestly, they are, but they're Afro-Americans.
Ghanaians living abroad? Or
Yeah,
And
and
African Americans.
the African Americans?
Americans in London. My market is the Jamaicans. I take my stuff to Brixton and I'm giving out my
So you have like a African or Afrocentric.
Afrocentric. Even the whites,
They like the bags.
they do a lot.
Okay.
I think foreigners tend to appreciate
lot.
most of the stuff that
And they
we
would
make out of
buy
this
it
country.
and
Maybe because your bags are expensive.
They do.
And the average Ghanaian will not be able to afford it.
Average Ghanaian can afford my bag because I use good quality leather and they are affordable. Based on your clients.
I know.
You know.
Yeah, I told Kafi
Yeah,
already.
I don't overprice my stuff. I believe in make fast money, produce, because your workers are. If you sell your bag for 500 cedis, it's sitting in the shop. How many people can afford a bag for 500? You sell your bag for 100, 150. You get students buying. You get all ages buying it, and your money. It's fast. I don't like slow business, you know.
Okay. I'm looking for the day I'll find African print happy socks. Because that will be taking things to the new level.
Have you thought about it? Have you thought about that?
You see the kind of socks that I
the
wear.
kind of socks that he's
I'm looking
wearing.
for socks like
Or
this.
do you have one?
but
Do you have
with
one
these
of the
designs?
Do you have one at
I
home?
just wish you could call my friend now.
Yeah, well, because that's what I want.
Because that's what I'm making. That's why I've been quiet.
Okay,
Okay,
great,
tell
great.
us about it.
I have other things coming out.
Listen, I'll model those socks.
I
I'm
have
looking
other-
for some
I have-
African
I
stuff.
have-
I was just
I
wondering,
have
what's for
No,
men? I'm
actually-
glad you have stuff for men.
So tell us about
This is great.
tell us about the socks and the new products coming up.
Basically, you know,
it got
sometimes
to
when
be
you
a
have
surprise?
your ideas, you have to nurture
I
it
know.
and keep it on the routes. Because that's why actually I have been quiet for some time.
Okay.
Because it gets, you need some quality stuff. You can't, unfortunately, we can't get it from Ghana.
Is quality selling in Ghana?
It is quality selling, but it's for cheap.
So we want quality, but
quality,
we don't want to pay for it.
But
Right.
that's a human thing, isn't it? Nobody wants to spend more than they think they should spend.
But she's not Mother Christmas, Father Christmas.
That's it.
You know, so what I realized is the fact that people, well, a lot of people don't really seem to be paying a lot of attention to quality. Yes.
That's what is
Is that hurting the business?
It is.
You see that hurting the business?
Because if you check my workshop, I used to have a lot of people working here and there, but I realized that it wasn't worth it because at the end of the day, they're still making the same mistakes. So what's the point having about 30 workers and the station is still bad? You still want something neat. Oh, Fanusa, like
Because
it's
that's the thing that you always look out for
Yes.
with Ghanaian business. You want the finishing. The finishing has got to be on point.
on point.
Yep.
Otherwise, then
On
there's no
point.
point, really.
Okay, so what are these?
The turbans,
Okay, men, women?
women.
Women.
Oh, women? Oh, I wish I could, rock it now, but never mind. But it's beautiful. So how much will something like this go for?
The turbans will go for 50. Oh, mostly is.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Those are your models.
Vanessa.
Yeah.
So that's Vanessa, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, Vanessa.
Okay. So this is your creation?
Yes, it is.
Is that a turban?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
the turban.
so that's one of
Okay.
these. Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So you've been working with some,
That's
big shots.
Amake with, you see, the suitcases, the travel set.
Oh, okay.
That's what I want to make.
My
But how
problem-
do you even make the suitcases in Ghana, Baswa?
And my problem is weight, because sometimes some of these, let me feel that one. It doesn't look heavy. I hope it doesn't feel heavy. Okay, so I think this is like
Yeah.
more like it. So we have suitcases like this weight,
Yeah.
because when you're traveling, you don't have the
You
weight.
don't have
You
the
have
weight,
enough
yeah.
of it.
Africans,
So
we
you
want
don't
to put a lot in our bags.
Well,
Talk true.
Well,
They want to carry as
we
much
want
as
to carry
possible.
everything.
That's why Emirates has always been.
It's with all airlines, but I'm just thinking that if indeed you're making beautiful suitcases like that, that's Amake I saw in the picture, right? I'm just hoping that lightweight, so you can get to carry,
Yeah.
Listen,
So-
Safwa,
as many things as possible.
I'm sure a lot of people are watching and thinking, wow, I can actually make a business from my passion. I don't necessarily have to run a business or make a career out of what I studied in school.
No.
I can actually do something interesting. What are the top tips you would give for any budding entrepreneur? It doesn't even have to be a woman. It could be a guy who is just so blown away by what you've done. What are the things that you've learned, lessons that you want to learn, that you want to pass on to those who would like to learn from you?
You should have a plan.
So number one, have a plan.
Plan.
Okay.
Be passionate about it.
Okay.
Beginning, you don't even think about the money aspect because you go money, you get greedy and you lose your way, you lose your path. Think about how it's going to be successful. Think about your future your business in 10 years, your future in 10 years. You don't think about, let me sell this back to 200 and make like money. No, how many people are going to do that? You have to think of long term. And also, be honest. Have other people's trust. Be strong because I'm sorry to say this. If you don't have a tough skin, you can't be a.
Is your skin tough?
Trust me.
Where did you have to display tough skin in your business? Give us an example of when you had to really show people that, man, you're tough.
When you have an older worker, he would try and tell you that I know what I'm talking about, but probably he doesn't. And you have to stand by your word. This is how I want it. If you can't make it, you leave it.
Indeed, and the issue of the fact that all of these people that you're working with, most of them are men.
Men.
Yes.
And
do they respect your decisions?
Or do they think
because
you're a
that you are
bitch?
the boss? Or what's the word again?
They think you're a bitch.
Do you get that?
You get that?
And I pay you. So I'm
You can
paying
think
So
whatever
if you
you
think
wanna
I'm a bitch, this is what I want. Produce it or leave. That's how come I've lost so many workers.
You've had to fire people?
Yeah. Because they think they can't make what you want them to, and they know better No, you don't know better. If you know better, probably you have your own business. But if you're working with me, you go by my rules.
And you get this small girl, what does she know business?
I get that a lot. Like, a lot.
So, you know, the interesting thing though,
And they go like,
in as much
she
as
doesn't respect.
yeah,
Mwade.
you know,
But do you
you know
respect?
the
I
difficulty.
do when I have to.
Oh, okay, it's conditional.
Yeah. If you bring it on, I retaliate. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm looking now at the difficulty sometimes, you know, how are you able to tell, you know, at what points do you know that, hey, I've got to be easy, and at what points, you know.
When I feel I'm losing the worker that I really like.
Okay.
Then I go like, oh, someone say I grow, but saying that you're pen or like it's just a joke. Don't be like that. It comes sometimes my temper and all that. Just forgive me. And we kiss and make up and yes.
How do you get people to buy into the vision of what you're trying to do?
With my workers.
Yes, with your workers, yes. Because they are key to your business.
Yeah, they are.
You don't do everything.
No.
You sketch, you design, and then somebody else does the putting together.
Putting together.
Yes. How do you keep them focused on the big dream?
I show them how it's going to be, it's going to look like. I sit down, like, speak to him calmly. Oh, this is how it's supposed to look. It's this way, it's that way. Okay, then he'll be like, oh, so how do I even close the bag? Like this bag, how do you even put it together? Because it's quite complicated. Then then we try and error.
Okay.
You make your first sample. No, it was too big. It's too small. We add this. So it doesn't just come sketch, cut, and no. We put it together. We see our flaws. Then
Before you know it, it's all together.
exactly.
Okay, I'm sure that there are a lot of, you know, young ones that are really being inspired by what you do. So hey, keep doing what you do
Follow
best.
your passion.
I'm a client, so I know exactly what you have here. What is that single thing that makes you stand out from the others?
With my designs, I was trying to use leather to break out. Like sometimes, like using, like playing with prints sometimes. But I realized that everybody's doing that now. So what do? You just have to. I don't have anything in particular to tell. It's probably my labels, but I don't have anything special. This is stuff. It's difficult to get that statement.
I get what you mean.
Yeah, to own something, because even if you own something, probably you have beads. This is what you do. Someone also make beads.
Yeah, how
the
do you
same
deal with
way.
that? How do you deal with the copycat mentality where everybody you launch something and then people want to clone whatever you've done? How do you deal with that? It must be quite difficult.
It is, but competition is healthy.
It definitely kind of, urges
it drives you.
Yeah.
Okay, I bought this, they did it, so what can I make next? So it's always be on your toes. Think, okay, they've got this, what's the new one? I've brought the new one out. Then it keeps that adrenaline and
Flow and
imagination,
everything.
creative juices going on.
What was your biggest order?
I made 500 bags for someone in the States.
Wow.
Yes.
Was there a time
It was
pressure?
a time pressure. It was.
How long did you
It
have?
was about 3 weeks.
You had to make 500 bags.
Yes. Yes.
You know where
Is
the
that
bags
business?
ended up? You wonder sometimes where your bags end up. Did it go into a store or something?
Yeah, she was selling online, so it was how she ordered the 500 was she ordered some. She got some actually. She was a client. She bought some. She went. Everybody loved it. She came, ordered about 20, and she was like, give me 500.
And who is this? You have you ever
Still
met
in
her,
business?
or it was just email?
She's still selling for you?
She is still selling, but it's, you know, probably she's found other avenues and all that. So
Did you ever meet her, or it was just all online?
it's all online. It's all online.
But at least your money get to you.
It's all online. You have to see if you are there. You have to send me the money before I make.
Is that the
stuff.
biggest achievement? Is that your biggest achievement?
My biggest achievement? That is not the biggest achievement, but you get to make stuff for Mrs. Rollins.
Okay.
She buys stuff for me. She doesn't even go like, oh, it's free. No. She buys them, send it to other African head of states,
Oh, nice.
first ladies. Then you know that this is an achievement for me.
Oh, yeah. Your brand is moving all around the world.
Yeah.
Okay. Worst experience in the business? Have you ever been swindled?
Yes.
Somebody took the stuff and didn't pay. Yeah, tell me.
Yes.
What happened?
Tell us.
What happened?
After I had a baby, okay, that was like, I just had a baby like 2014, so she's about
Almost two.
16 months. So when I had put everything on hold. So when I gathered my money making stuff, then this woman came. She ordered for stuff worth 12,000 cedis, and she paid 5,000 up front. So I was like, oh, she's well. So I invested in the business, made everything. She got everything, and now she was like, she doesn't want to sell. She doesn't want the stuff, and she's got a baby now, so she can't sell and all that. So she returned most of the stuff, shipped them. When it was going to the state, it was in suitcases. It came back in a container. Got my stuff dirty, like.
And then what? Did you have to return the 5,000?
No, she actually owes me more.
I
And
know.
what she sent was, even I had to chase her up and where's my money? And
And what did you learn from this experience?
Pay up front overseas. You don't trust anybody. Just take your money up front.
So the foreign orders.
Because you're a designer. Where you're not going to run away because of someone's 12,000 or 5,000.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
So that you should get that money up front when it's coming from abroad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tip right there on Business Unlimited. Yeah.
Because it's really not cool.
Okay.
Okay. As we wrap up, what is the message?
For everybody or for a mother.
Well, for a mother, for a business person.
Especially as we're still in
those
the
watching.
Mother's Day week. Yes. Everybody watching us.
Mothers always put your children first. We came to make the money. When we grow old, our children will take care of us. We treat them right, they will treat us well in future.
Amen
Because
to that.
sometimes mothers be like, oh, they give her to their house help even when she's not well. Then you go back and you come back home, your daughter has temperature or fever. What do you do? What was the point? What's the point of leaving home? Children should be priority. And for
But
other
you do it well. You know, you still are able to combine that with work.
It's not easy,
And
babe.
so
sometimes you feel
these
like
are some
you're
of the
losing your
lessons that we
mind.
want to be
You're
picking.
a mother.
Indeed.
Can I hear something for the husbands?
Kafui, so business people,
Thank
just keep your
Because
support your wife, because it's not easy.
Thank you very much.
Sophie does that so well.
No, because I
It's
think
not.
the order should be husband first,
No.
and then the kids, because the husband was there before the kids.
Basically,
They are the first
Kafui,
babies, right?
They can't take care
We're
of
not
themselves.
babies, but we should be number one.
They can't
Then-
take care of themselves. You have to
The
be
men
there.
are smiling.
You have to be there for your child. Your husband,
Kafui.
you can take care of yourself. Yeah, girl.
Kafi is a spoiled husband.
All I'll say is, ayo.
So-
Well, look, it's been great. You're so talented and creative, and
Thank
your stuff is great. I mean,
Yep.
definitely it's an evolution from when we last talked at Star FM, I
Yeah.
think 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing all kinds of
Ask
new
me
things.
about the Vogue.
Yes. I asked you about,
The Vogue.
yes, there was a Vogue magazine.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't feature in Vogue now.
Why?
Oh, why?
Because I haven't been able to find the kind of finishing I want in Ghana.
You need that.
I need that because
Yes.
I go put my picture in Vogue. I get Harold's coming in. I want 1,000 pieces. You can't deliver.
You can't
Then
deliver,
what? You
yeah.
break your business.
So you're going to go to China?
If I can go to China and bring the machines.
And then do it here.
And bring them here to train our people. So
Okay.
it's not going to be
Create
bad.
jobs.
Exactly.
And, do all of that. That won't
This
be
is
bad.
what the government should
That won't be bad.
really be looking at.
Yep, I agree. We must support fashion, we must support entrepreneurship, and make the conditions right for businesses like
SAF4A
Designs. At SAF4A. SAF4A is a funky SAF4A, so it's SAF4A. SAF4A Designs. Instagram, on Facebook.
On Facebook, SAF4 Designs.
SAF4 Designs.
On Twitter, it's official SAF4.
Official, and then the SAF4A is still SA4A.
SA4A.
Okay, so go follow her right now at official SAF4A. She's at Beswa DH. I'm at Kafui Day, and it's now time to be where the world is 60.
You should get.
Thank you very much, SAF4A.
You should get one for Mrs. Day.